Okay, if you have a car like this Firebird with the pop-up headlights and you hit your switch to turn them on and they don't pop up right away, with this one in particular, it seems like if I hold the button for a second or two, they pop up. So that could be a problem. If that's not the problem, they may need rebuilding of the actuators. Okay guys, if you're trying to repair your headlights and they're down, what you can do is there's a knob on each one of these and you can turn the knob, keep on turning, and eventually the headlights will come up, raise up. You can manually raise them this way, and then you can get in there to repair the actuator. Okay guys, today we're going to be working on a 1987 Pontiac Firebird with electric pop-up headlights. There's other cars that have these headlights, like Corvettes and some other cars, but it's a common problem that they don't pop up. And inside this actuator here, this is the motor, there's the actuator. It has these little, they're rubber bushings from the factory and they break down, so you can buy a kit with these new bushings in them. And I went ahead and bought one with a new gear, and it comes with some grease to fix that. So I'm going to make a little video on how to take this all apart and repair it. Okay, the first thing you want to do is remove this trim piece off the headlight, and it's held on by Torx screws on this 87 Firebird. It's a T5. So you take out these screws, it's 2 on each side, like there and there. Take those out. Okay, get your trim piece off, and it's going to be easier. You may be able to get a wrench in there, but it may be easier to take your headlight out too. And there's just Phillips head screws, 2 on top, 2 on bottom. Okay, so got the trim ring off, the Phillips head screws out, take the headlight out. You want to disconnect your wiring back here on your headlight. That comes out, that gives you a little more room. So there's 4 10mm bolts to get this whole assembly out. There's one here, one on top here, and there's 2 on the bottom. It's a hurt to get to, but I've got them out already. Take a 10mm socket like this, and if your arm's small enough, you can get in here and you can take those big bolts out, and then you just get those 2 top ones out right here, like that. This whole assembly is going to come out. Then you're able to get at the side cover screws, which is right here. I already loosened them. Those aren't metric screws, they're standard size screws. So take these out, and you want to take your pocket knife or something and pry up on this cover. Be careful, and you may be able to reuse as a gasket underneath here. It's got like a bronze bushing. There may be some washers under here. Be careful not to lose those. There's a couple washers on mine, and I was able to get that apart, but I did break the gasket there a little bit. Then on the back, there's a shaft that runs all the way through. On the back of that shaft is a 10mm nut, which I already loosened. Just take that 10mm nut off, like so. And what you're going to do is push on that shaft. You may have to tap it with a hammer. Push on that shaft, And this will come out. Then you look, and see there's what's left of those bushings. It's basically turned to powder. And there's a couple washers on the back side too, spacers. And so this whole mechanism is driven by the gear, and those washers fit in here. That space, or not the washers, the bushings. These little bushings go right in there inside that gear, in between that metal housing. Clean that up good. There's a worm gear that drives off of the motor here. Turns that whole mechanism. Just be careful not to lose these if you have washers behind them. And that's all that. And mine has 2 washers. Let's put them in a safe place. And reverse, just put it all back together the way you took it apart. Your headlight should be good to go. And you can grease this gear up with that grease they provide you. I bought the kit with the gear because I wasn't sure what the problem was with mine. I'm going to do my other one. This one's still going up and down on its own, so I'm guessing I just need bushings again. And I'll hang on to that gear in case I ever need it. Alright guys, so that's it. Pretty easy fix.